James Charles gets mocked online. Gigi Gorgeous opens up about divorce. Devil Wears Prada drama. And Love Island Sierra speaks of the everyone. There's a lot happening this week in the world of entertainment and influencers, and we need to break it all down. From James Charles facing backlash for a now-deleted TikTok, to Gigi Gorgeous opening up about her emotional divorce, to controversies surrounding the outfits in the new Devil Wears Prada sequel, and even some messy drama from Love Island involving Sierra. It's all been unfolding online and fans have plenty to say. Let's get into everything. Gigi Gorgeous talks about her painful divorce. Let's start with Gigi Gorgeous, who recently shared the heartbreaking news that she and her partner, Nat Skitty, have ended their marriage. The couple had been together for nearly a decade, and fans had followed their relationship journey closely over the years. They were one of the most visible transgender couples online, and had always been open about their experiences, including their fertility journey. Gigi even paused her hormone treatments after 10 years to try and increase the chance of having children through IVF at one point. The couple shared they had created 6 embryos, and many hoped that parenthood was next. For them, they tied the knot in July 2019, and for years, they seemed strong. But just this past July, fans learned that their love story had come to an end. Gigi posted an emotional message on Instagram that read, "After 9 transformative years, my marriage has come to an end, a sentence I never thought I'd have to write. This didn't happen overnight, but the pain is still overwhelming. Our love story was full of honesty, resilience, and connection. We supported each other through moments that no one else ever saw. But the people we were becoming couldn't stay with."
Let's address the elephant in the room. I got a divorce from my husband, who is now my ex-husband, which I need to learn how to be like fierce about that and be like, my ex-husband. Like, how do you even go about being cute about that? But like, we will get there together. I was towards the end unhappy. And I obviously couldn't be myself. Oh, girl, come here. I respect him too much and I love him so much that I would never, ever give details of our personal information or anything like that. I think that that's really gross. And you guys know that we were working on fertility and we had embryos. And I think anybody who's been through a breakup, you go through waves. Like, it's like losing someone, but knowing that they're still like alive.
Within the relationship we built. She also posted a YouTube video titled My Divorce, where she opened up further, revealing just how hard the experience has been for her. Gigi admitted that near the end of the relationship, she didn't feel like herself. Even though she loves and respects Nats deeply, she didn't want to expose personal details, saying, "I love him too much to share our private moments. That's not who I am." She also talked about the emotional waves of going through a breakup, comparing it to losing someone you love, even though they're still alive. The internet responded with a lot of support. Fellow creators and fans flooded her posts with love, offering words of encouragement and letting her know that her vulnerability means a lot to them. Devil Wears Prada sequel sparks outfit drama. Next up, there's been a lot of buzz around the upcoming Devil Wears Prada 2 movie, and it's not the kind of buzz the producers probably hoped for. People were excited when it was announced that the beloved fashion film was getting a sequel. But now that filming has started on the streets of New York City, fans have seen some early photos from the set, and they're not impressed by what they're seeing. Anne Hathaway, who plays the iconic character Andy Sachs, has been spotted.
We're getting the first few glimpses of the outfits in The Devil Wears Prada 2, and I'm kinda having mixed feelings. Andy does not start out as a fashion girly. Her outfits are frumpy, ill-fitting, and not intentionally put together. And then she goes through an iconic transformation. In the end, when she stops caring about Miranda's approval, she returns to a style that feels more authentic to her. So then why are we going back to pieces that don't fit well? Post Miranda, Andy would know, this inseam isn't falling in the right spot. I think Andy would pickle something like this silhouette, or even this Helsa matching set, because it feels simple, yet the stitching makes it elevated. And the proportions wouldn't swallow her whole. Next, this patterned Gabrielle Hearst look. To me, it feels far away from Andy's style in the first film. She hardly ever wears patterned pieces. I'd style her in something that feels more timeless, but still screams I'm a tastemaker, which is why I'd go with Kate. which is very much an if you know, you know type of brand.
The Devil Wears Prada 2 just started filming, and we've already gotten our first look at what Andy Sachs is wearing in 2025. There have been a couple of workwear chic moments, which I'm not gonna lie, I would totally wear, and also a couple of casual moments, although I'm not sure how I feel about the shoes. And of course, we also have whatever this is. Patricia Field was the costume designer for the first movie, but it doesn't seem as though she's going to be returning for the sequel. And Molly Rogers will be getting the gig instead, whose most recent work has been on And Just Like That.
In several outfits for the film, but instead of being impressed, fans are left disappointed. Many believe the fashion just isn't up to the standard of the first movie. Some people are comparing the styling to what happened during the filming of It Ends With Us, when viewers complained about Blake Lively's outfits not matching the character from the book. In both cases, fans felt the clothing choices didn't reflect what they had imagined. With Devil Wears Prada, fashion is supposed to be a central element of the movie, but the outfits that have been revealed so far seem plain, frumpy, and a bit outdated. Fans are saying things like, "Where is the designer edge we saw in the original? This looks more like Devil Wears Zara, and he wouldn't dress like this post Miranda Priestley." It's important to remember that Andy's character evolved throughout the original movie. She started out wearing simple, mismatched outfits, and transformed into a confident fashionista under Miranda's guidance. By the end, she returned to her personal style but with more elegance and confidence. So the question is, why does it feel like Andy is back at square one in the sequel? Another factor that may be contributing to the criticism is that the original costume designer, Patricia Field, isn't returning for the sequel. Instead, Molly Rogers, known for her work on And Just Like That, is stepping in while Molly is talented. Fans are worried the vibe just won't be the same. With this much criticism before the movie even finishes filming, let's hope the final looks win audiences over. Sierra from Love Island speaks out. Now let's talk about Sierra from Love Island USA, whose name has been trending again. As you may know, she was removed from the show after an old post of her using a racial slur resurfaced online. This led to a lot of backlash, and fans were divided over whether she should be allowed back for the reunion episode. Some feel if Sierra comes back, Alyssa, another contestant removed, should be brought back too, since both were removed under controversial circumstances. But there's speculation that Peacock, the streaming network behind the show, may avoid bringing them back altogether, possibly to steer clear of having to address sensitive racial topics on air. This week, Sierra posted a video on social media that stirred up even more reactions. In it, she said, "You look happier, thanks. I booked a flight to Mykonos after surviving the villain edit on reality TV, and not ending up with a guy who never really liked me and wanted my friend." The entire time, that comment really got people talking. Many viewers were quick to respond, saying the issue wasn't just a villain edit. The backlash came from her use of a slur online. Some felt she was trying to downplay what happened. Others believe her actions on the show did make her seem like a mean girl, especially during her interactions with fellow contestant Huda. Later in the season, the show tried to position Sierra and Nick as one of the top couples, but many fans weren't buying it, especially since behind the scenes, Nick apparently had stronger feelings for Alandria, Sierra's friend. This week was also the first time Sierra really addressed that situation openly. She said, "He never liked me, he wanted my friend the whole time." That felt like the most honest thing she's said about her Love Island journey so far. Some people believe Nick did like Sierra, just not as much as he liked Alandria. And while most fans were rooting for Nick and Alandria by the end, it's hard to ignore the way Sierra might have been strung along. In the days after the controversy, Sierra lost over 300,000 followers, which shows just how serious the backlash was. But now, she's gained most of them back and is approaching 1 million followers again. It's surprising, especially when many of her comment sections are still filled with criticism. So, who's following her again? That's the mystery. Some fans still want to hear more from Sierra. One creator said they would love to interview her directly, especially to talk about the Instagram story and whether she really knew what the slur meant, how she felt being sent home watching Nick and Alandria get together after her exit, her current perspective on the show and the drama. They also want to understand how it felt to watch the show back and see how she was portrayed. Whether you like her or not, people are still very curious about her side of the story. James Charles criticized over TikTok rant. Lastly, let's talk about James Charles, who once again went viral for all the wrong reasons. This time, it was because of a rant on TikTok where he complained about the textured yellow bumps outside of stores and airports, not realizing what they were for. In the now deleted video, James vented, "Why are these stupid bumps even here? I just spent $200 on groceries and now I have to roll my cart over them and break my bag of ice.
You know what's pissing me off today? These fucking, like, whatever bump fucking stupid ass things they put outside of grocery stores and airports. Like, what is the purpose of them? Can somebody genuinely explain it to me if you are like a engineer? Why on God's green earth, if I just spent $200 on groceries, but I want to roll them over those bumps and give my entire cart a seizure? Like, my bag's just sitting in my cart like, why? Why? What the fuck? Literally, what the fuck? We just bought a bag of ice, rolled it over, ew, my fucking hair. Ugh, just bought a bag of ice, rolled it over the thing, immediately hole in the ice. Okay, just spilled all over the fucking road. When you go to an airport, like, why am I gonna sit there and roll my luggage over that shit and have everything, like, jumping around inside? It's literally having a seizure. Stop. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, what is the point? What is the point of those bumps other than making everyone's life miserable? Can somebody tell me?
Yeah, so he was very quickly informed that that is used to help people that are visually impaired. So he took that right down upon getting educated. But now, like I said, people are making fun of him whenever they see this.
Hi sisters, today I'm going to the mall today and oh my God, what was that? What the f that? Like, oh my God, that just tripped me. Oh my f, does anybody see this? What the f for? I've never seen whatever the hell that is, but like, Jesus Christ, why do they have that? Like, why do they think that I just want all of my stuff in my cart to get jiggled up and jumbled up? Do I look impaired? What if I couldn't see that? What if I literally couldn't see that? What would that have done? Yeah, I hope whoever that is for, that they're getting arrested. They better arrest the CEO of whoever created those yellow things in front of stores. Like, I'm walking here, oh my God. One of the eggs in my basket could have been broken. That could have broke all the eggs in my basket. Oh my God. Oh, you guys are not gonna believe this. Oh my fucking God, look how long this one is. Oh my God. Does no one else think that this is concerning? Literally, there is nothing or nobody in the world that could ever ask for that. That will never be around me or my house. Anyway.
They don't make any sense. They're annoying. They make your stuff bounce all over the place. Like, what's the point? Shortly after he posted the rant, James was informed those bumps are actually for visually impaired people. They're a safety feature to help people with vision challenges navigate public spaces more safely. Once James realized his mistake, he deleted the video, but by then, the damage was done. People had already screen recorded and shared the clip across platforms. Now, people are mocking him online, reenacting his rant while exaggerating the cluelessness of the original video. Some of the responses were brutal. Does he not understand basic accessibility? It's not always about you, James. Some things exist to help other people. This isn't the first time James has said something controversial that backfired. Many people wonder how he still has a platform after facing so many past scandals. Some believe it's because his audience is getting younger, kids who don't know or understand the history of his controversies. The same theory has been said about David Dobrik, who now posts toy reviews and light content. Critics say they're both trying to attract younger fans who won't question their past behavior. As for James, he still posts gaming content and fun videos, mostly aimed at younger audiences. That's probably what keeps him cancel-proof. Every time older fans drop off, new ones who don't know the history come in. Final thoughts this week brought a lot of emotional moments and heated debates. Gigi Gorgeous shared her heartbreak over ending her long-term relationship. Fans aren't thrilled with Devil Wears Prada's fashion choices so far. Sierra from Love Island spoke her truth but continues to stir strong reactions. James Charles once again faced backlash for not thinking before posting. No matter where you stand on each story, one thing see.